At this point, if kid number 1 doesn't sneeze on baby, kid number 2 will cough on him. If number 2 doesn't cough on him, number 3 will touch him with his snotty hands. I'll be talking about the recent measles outbreak that we've all been hearing about and seeing on our TVs. I'm an advocate for immunizations, and I know some percentage of people are against it because of some of the possibilities of having negative reactions and, sometimes rarely death. And I understand your concerns. However, your decisions to not immunize not only jeopardizes your safety and that of your children, but the entire population. Today, we'll get reintroduced to 2 of those diseases that immunizing our kids and ourselves against is of utmost importance. Welcome to Laraddiji. If you're new to this channel, you're most especially welcome. Right? If you're already subscribed to Laraddiji, you are humbly welcome back to my channel. This is Living in Fast Express Life, where I talk about issues that are on the news that has sparked a response from me. Sometimes we feel like we are too busy to take care of ourselves, to eat the right foods, to take the right drugs, to do the right activities, and the same goes for getting our immunizations up to date. I tell my patients all the time, making the choice to come to the hospital was the right one for that chest or belly pain they're experiencing, that swelling in their legs that's getting worse, even though they might have their laptops and their books and all, but at the same time, your health is number 1, not your job, not your boss, and definitely not your bills. A living person that's not sick can pay bills. Now that I have a newborn in the house, it's been war against disease. The twins are in pre-K, and who knows what germs they're bringing home on a daily basis. Between both of them alone, they're exposed to more than 40 other kids, and who knows their immunization practices. One kid coughs in school, and their little brother at home gets it, who is only 16 months old, by the way. He's still building up his immunity. At this point, if kid number 1 doesn't sneeze on baby, kid number 2 will cough on him. If number 2 doesn't cough on him, number 3 will touch him with his snotty hands. And if number 3 doesn't miraculously inoculate my baby with his tiny hands, mommy will surely feed it to him, because everybody comes to mommy with their problems. And where's daddy in this equation? He just pretends in his mind that he's still a single brother. As nurses, we're privy to some knowledge that the public might not necessarily know all about, and other healthcare providers might not be able to explain into details to parents and patients regarding the topic of immunizations. I've personally experienced it, but I do my own little research. It is very important to me that my kids are protected from diseases that have caused a lot of havoc and wiped out children and adults back in the days of 0 immunizations. The benefits outweigh the ramifications of not being vaccinated. So far, almost half of the country have cases of measles, and this might have started with one person who wasn't vaccinated. There's a lot of contagious diseases floating around out there, and if you've ever seen movies of people being quarantined from the public to prevent the spread of virus or bacteria, you wouldn't want to be in your own movie, where you would have to be separated from your loved ones. It's not a fun experience. Contagious diseases that can be spread to newborns include influenza, polio. Thank God we don't have a lot of cases of that anymore. Whooping cough or pertussis, tetanus, diphtheria, measles, and tuberculosis. For the purpose of this video though, I'll only talk about measles and influenza. Measles, because it's rampant now. The symptoms of this disease include high fever that can spike up to more than 104 degrees, cough, running nose, red and watery eyes, breakout of rash 3 to 5 days after symptoms begin. The treatment of measles is usually symptomatic. Tylenol to relieve fever and muscle aches, lots of rest to boost your immune system, drinking lots of fluids, using humidifier to ease cough and sore throat. Complications of this disease include ear infections, bronchitis, decrease in blood platelets, blindness, severe diarrhea. The risk of complications is higher in children because they have a weak immune system. And from what I've researched, you cannot get measles more than once, if you've had the vaccination or if you've had it before. You are immune for life. Influenza, which is the second one I'll be talking about. The symptoms of this one is fever, feeling feverish, chills, cough, sore throat, runny or stuffy nose, muscle or body aches, headaches, fatigue, tiredness. Some people may have vomiting and diarrhea, but this is more common in children. Treatment of flu can be medication. Tamiflu is the most common one that we hear about. The 4 other ones are Relenza, Rapivab, or Scofluza. 3 other ones. Complications of the flu in children include viral or bacterial pneumonia, dehydration, ear and sinus infections. The name of the game is to wash, and wash your hands again and again and again. Ask your healthcare providers questions, and if you are opportune before your appointments for your kids, do a basic research on your issues with immunizations, educating yourself on its benefits and its precautions and its complications. I talk a lot about time and how we don't control it and how we don't have much of it. Before you know it, it's going to be 2020 and another year would have gone by just like that. But it takes one day at a time. Our health is of utmost importance. Please take very good care of yourself every minute you can. There's worldly peace and then there's divine peace that comes from our Maker that makes you walk on stormy waters with ease. God is perfect and He is peace. Try to remember a time when you were in pain from the slightest discomfort of paper cuts, hair aches, tummy aches, headaches. Did you feel at ease? Were you comfortable? Did you feel like you could do your daily activities? Now remember the times you've woken up with nothing to worry about. You moved your legs and they weren't paralyzed. You moved your hands and they did what they were supposed to. You opened your eyes and your mouth and sounds came out of it. You didn't have a sore throat. You pooped fine. You peed with no complaints. My dear friend, that's divine peace. Freedom from worries and with a sense of contentment. You cannot be at peace and be troubled at the same time. Living a healthy life leads to living a peaceful life. That's all for now, you guys. Thank you very much for staying with me until this part of this video. Living in peace is the main section of my channel, so do check out the other sections. I'm a lover of peace and I love talking about situations we might find ourselves that need peaceful endings. Let's stop giving ourselves high blood pressure for no reason as we live our lives. God willing, we are on this earth for an average of 75 to 80 years. Let's not waste any of that precious time on matters or disease that don't help us positively in some way. You have a decision to make. If not now, maybe later. The ball of health is in your court. Ask questions if you have any. Don't hesitate to leave a comment as well. I'm hoping to read from you or some people very soon. You can like this video by giving it a thumbs up so that I can make more of this type of videos. And you can also follow me on Instagram at Laraddiji and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the many more sizzling topics to come. You can do that by hovering on the red hearts on the right lower corner, right, and subscribe. It's free, and make sure your notification bell is activated. Please, let's love our neighbors as ourselves, and remember to rest in peace. We all need to be living in peace. Stay blessed. You see me in my next one. Bye-bye.